concept of little brother is a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. When the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartans Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Spartans will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Michigan's offense will get the ball first. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is...
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Let's it fly. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
The Wolverines have it in scoring position on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here. In this game, in this environment, all 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing. Execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Michigan State's offense will go to work for the first time. Looking to throw on first down. On target to the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Offense and an empty set. Looking to throw on first down. Relies the pressure. Steps away to find some room. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Spartans in a good spot here with second and short. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Spartans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Wide open downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Looking left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying to knock him.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Horn. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Give to the single back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Wolverines are on the move. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got a man, it's McGowan. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll try to sneak it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Just going to keep it after the snap. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And the Wolverines will try to punch it in on first and goal. A designed run for the quarterback.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Fires into the end zone. Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
The Spartans have him back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Good timing on the quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Spartans getting set on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab. Needed to get to the 45 for the first down. Stopped a little bit short. You'd think this is the go area on fourth down. The kick is on its way. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Off-play action on first down. That's caught. It's Hansen. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Hands it off. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 47-yard line on first and 10. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Makes the grab. It's Ashby. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Runs through a tackle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Laporta. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but what an opportunity after that pick.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can just have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Now the play fake. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know there'd be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff. All the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job of nice discipline by this defense.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to UCLA.
Turning it on! He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. It's Barnes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down and run. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. The Spartans come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And earlier this offense had to settle for 3. Nice job finishing the half, punching it in the end zone, cutting into this lead, and gaining the momentum in the football game.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be brought down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense.
There he goes. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Spartans are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. It'll be third and long. Gets the back moving. On third down, he drops to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. This Mike backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? Was bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's McGowan. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Looking to throw for it. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Man, this is exactly what you need to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game. Hope he's got it. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lets it fly deep downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The give to the back. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. Out of the gun. The running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Runs through the tackle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. What a cut. Now he's loose. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Spartans decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Toss sweep to the right. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Racing to the right. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolverines. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion promotion and that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, David.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You got a chance to keep fighting, showing what's inside your chest.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Mississippi State. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Number 19 in punt formation to kick it away.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Makes a move. Makes the tackle. Really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught. It's dropped.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
He'll keep it on the sneak. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Snyder. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Pulls it in. It's Ashby. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Power football with the run. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Wideout trying to get it in. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes 1 play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wants to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Laporta. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got his man. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
First down for the offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's got him. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Inside the 30. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Off play action. He's got it. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Here comes the option. He'll toss it.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. To the air on first down. Now improvising. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Spartans!
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to add another. Smashes it through for the PAT. So a drive there of 84 yards. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. A few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Motion from the wideout. On the move. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan! The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? He's got his man. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's Michigan who once again will take home the mighty Paul Bunyan Trophy. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.